Hey guys, so the first thing I'm going to do is take this peachy shade from the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye palette, and I am going to add that into my crease for my transition shade. Then I'm going to go back in and take this more rusty brown reddish shade. This is with a Sonia Kashuk brush, and just going to put this directly into my crease. And as you notice, I'm adding the names so I don't butcher them, but I'll just let you know what colors I'm using. And just kind of adding some definition to my crease with this pencil. You can definitely just use your regular M433 brush, which is what I'm taking now, to further blend that out. But I really just wanted some precision with that Sonia Kashuk brush. And then I can blow it out a little bit more with this brush, and then go back in once again with my initial, this is my Sigma E40 brush, and just blend that out even further. Going back into my Kat Von D palette and taking this dark brown, like more of a chocolatey, a cool brown shade, and a flat shader brush. This is a MAC 242, and just patting this onto my lid. You can definitely go with like a shadow stick or some sort of base to really enhance and intensify this, but I wanted it still like not too intense, a little bit more sultry smoky than like intense smoke. And then I'm just going back in with my blending brush to further blend that out. And then I'm going to go in with my Clinique foundation. This is their 2-in-1 foundation, and I'm going to add this around my face with the applicator. This is one that I'm testing out. I'll definitely be doing a review on this foundation. What I will say is when I had it initially, I was like, ooh, that might be a little bit too light. But once I was done with my makeup, I did notice that it did oxidize. So it wasn't looking very light. Like, it definitely did match my skin. So look out for a review on that foundation coming very, very soon. But just blending it in with my beauty blender, a technique that I've been liking it with a lot. Then I'm going to take the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in the Peach Corrector just to correct any under eye circles I may have. And then just going in with my Beauty Blender and blending that out. And this just helps any darkness, especially since we're working with like smokier colors. I just want to get rid of any darkness underneath my eyes just so it doesn't, close them off or make it look even more messier, than it could possibly be. And then I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. And this is just going to be more to highlight. So since this is lighter, that peach corrector really helps like the shadows underneath my eyes not like be exposed even more. Just adding that down the bridge of my nose and my forehead, as well as underneath my eyes, just to kind of balance everything out. And especially since once again it is a smokier look, I do want to add a little bit highlight, not too crazy of a highlight, but just, something a little bit brighter underneath the eyes. And then once again, also blending that out with my beauty blender. If you have dry skin, a beauty blender is going to be like your best friend. And especially for, blending out concealer, I think it's really, really quick and really, really helpful. And especially if you have drier under eyes, it's really, really great from, keeping it from looking really dry in general and or cakey. Then I'm going to go in with my Makeup Revolution Highlight and Contour Powder Palette. And I'm mixing the two highlight shades because I don't want it to be too yellow, but I want it too pinky. And I'm just adding that to set my concealer. And I'm using an e.l.f. This is actually a crease brush, but I also really like it for underneath my eyes to set that concealer and brighten a little bit. Here I'm using my MAC Costa Riche and adding that to my lower waterline. You can use black, you can use any brown, but I definitely just like this brown in general. Going back in to that rusty reddish brown shade for the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette with a pencil brush, and just kind of blending out that brown eyeliner, smudging it out a bit, helping it set a bit, but then just kind of bringing down the same colors that I use on the top. And once again, taking that cooler tone chocolatey shade that I used right on my lid with a definer brush and just adding that just to add some definition on my lower lash line. I'm going to take my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in the shade Medium and a dual fiber brush just to set my foundation in place in preparation for contour. And I'm going to go back into that Makeup Revolutionary contour shade. I'm mixing those two shades to contour around the perimeters of my face and just add, especially since I have smokiness going on, definitely want to add some warmth back into the skin and some definition just so like my face doesn't look so like dead white and then like dark eyelids. So just adding that. And then to further define, you don't have to, but I like to further define. This is a Sonia Kashuk like flat shader, like chiseling brush, just to add the definition and kind of sweeping up. And then going to the other side, same thing, kind of adding definition, blending it out by sweeping up. But then I'll go back in with that first contour fluffier brush and then blending that out fully. And if you're messy like me or you're in a hurry, blend that out and then go back in with the highlight shades from that Makeup Revolution palette and go in and clean up underneath that contour and create that straight edge line. Add that, maybe if you want, let it sit on there a little bit longer. You can do that baking. I do baking underneath there, not my eyes. And then just go in and wipe it off with that dual fiber brush. You can leave it on for as long as possible. Here I'm taking the Makeup Revolutionary. This is the Baked Blush palette, and I'm adding on to my cheeks. A lot of Makeup Revolutionary products, and I'll definitely be doing reviews on a lot of these. So just been currently testing these out. Then I'm going to take the Makeup Revolution Shimmer Brick. This one is in the shade Radiant. This is like probably the lighter gold one, and they have a rose gold one that might be better for like darker skin tones. So I've been testing a couple other highlighters out as well, saying I'm testing out a bunch of products. And I'll definitely let you guys know how I feel about these. Then I'm going to go to my Kat Von D shadow palette, and with that creamy highlight shade, I'm just going to go underneath my brow, just to highlight underneath my brow, just to accentuate a little bit. And then going back in with the fluffy brush, no additional product, and just kind of blending out my crease with that brow bone highlight, just so it's not like a harsh line. I went ahead and added my Koko lashes in the style Queen Bee, and I'm going to take my Gerard Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Iced Mocha, a really pretty cool toned brown shade, something a little bit lighter if you don't want to go deeper with a brown shade, but I think it really complemented this eye look. This is a completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe to keep up with some more videos, and I'll see you guys next time.